News when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Amy Morris. And there it is, your closing bell for this Tuesday on Wall Street, where bets that the largest shutdown in U.S. history may soon be coming to an end, and that drove a rebound in stocks. We bring you the closing numbers each day here at Bloomberg. The S&P 500 gained 15 points, NASDAQ lost 59 points, and the Dow gained 559 points. That was enough to push the Dow to a new record. The bond market is closed for Veterans Day. The longest government shutdown in U.S. history could be over as soon as tomorrow. It's not over yet, though, and more flights are being disrupted. Sources tell Bloomberg airline executives privately asked for more information on the safety data that justified those flight cuts. FAA Administrator Brian Bedford says the flight reductions are not negotiable and that the decision is the FAA's, not the airlines. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, speaking at the Wausau Airport in Wisconsin, says the reductions in flight operations will stay in effect even after the shutdown ends until staffing shortages are alleviated.
I'm concerned that we're not going to have on day one controllers come back into the towers right away. I'm asking them to do that, but it might not be immediate that they come back in. We're going to start to alleviate the restrictions that we're at 6% now. We'll alleviate that only when the data says we should.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. Now, the longest government shutdown in U.S. history could be over as soon as tomorrow. A temporary funding measure did pass in the Senate. It's headed to the House now. The resolution includes a provision advocated by Democrats to stop government layoffs. Republican Congressman Brian Donalds tells Bloomberg that they will stop until the resolution expires January 31st.
Everybody knows at this point that one of the ways we're going to be able to get our spending under control is we're going to have to streamline the federal government across the board, giving workers an opportunity to leave the federal workforce. Some of them have been provided bonuses on their way out the door. And so I think this is going to continue.
Florida Republican Congressman Brian Donalds on Bloomberg's Balance of Power. The U.S. military is exploring whether to build a temporary base near Gaza to house 10,000 people. That's according to an internal contracting document seen by Bloomberg News. The Navy is seeking a cost estimate for the base that would be temporary, self-sustaining, and provide office space for a full year. The U.S. has been seeking international support for a proposal to send foreign troops to Gaza to help secure the fragile truce between Israel and Hamas. And we're seeing another sign of weakness in the labor market from private payroll provider ADP. Bloomberg's Enda Curran has those numbers.
Jobs fell an average of 11,250 on a weekly basis in the 4 weeks up to October 25. Now, on a headline basis, taking that at face value, it suggests that it certainly leans against the labour market stabilisation idea. It probably does capture some of those headlines we've been seeing on big high-profile companies making job cuts across the country.
Bloomberg's Enda Curran reporting. CoreWeave lowered its annual revenue forecast because of a delay in fulfilling a customer contract. The company cited temporary delays related to a third-party data center developer. CoreWeave CEO Michael Intrater says nobody controls their entire supply chain, and that's just the nature of the business.
Whether it's the design and architecture of the chips, through the fabrication of the chips, through the building of the data center, through the concrete that has to go into the data center, it's really hard to even contemplate a world in which you have true control over every aspect of it.
CoreWeave CEO Michael Intrater on Bloomberg Television. In regular trading, CoreWeave shares lost about 15%. President Trump marked Veterans Day with a ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery.
Today we know without any doubt in our hearts that after 2.5 centuries, America stands tall because America's veterans stood so strong.
Earlier, the president released a message commemorating the 107th anniversary of the end of World War I. That's news when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Amy Morris. This is Bloomberg.